is it still cheating if the guy's being honest? If he tells you about it, is that still cheating?
No. We're gonna be honestly broken up too.
Is that still cheating?
If they're, I mean, that kind of
like, and we're gonna say from the beginning,
like
he's honest from the very beginning.
Right.
Like if he tells you on y'all's first date,
it's an open relationship, isn't it?
Yeah.
but it's open on his end and closed on your end. Is that okay?
But it's still open.
That's that shit.
That's that shit.
That's that shit. I don't like that because that means you can do whatever you want to do, but I can't do
You
nothing.
keep blank slating everything and thinking men and women are the same, though. Like I would agree with you if like you could go have sex with a guy and not mean anything. But for the most part, women aren't the same as men, and it's not like as simple as taking a piss like a guy. So like I wouldn't be okay with my girl having the same open relationship because that means that she's probably falling for those other guys that she's having sex with.
Then
Like
you're
that.
probably falling for them other girls also.
No, it's a very high chance that he's not. Now, don't get me wrong. There is definitely a chance that he falls for that other girl, but majority of the time, I guarantee you, he loves his girl and he's just exercising an option because men like variety. Like like y'all really got to get in your head that we're just not the same. Like this is a problem today for both of us. Like men project a lot all the time.
Mhm.
We always think that women love and women care the same ways we do, and y'all don't.
No.
Y'all don't. And we always try, and women always project how y'all love and care things, and that's not the same as us. Like, don't sit there and project like how loyalty is to you, because loyalty to me is not the same as it is to you. Like, I'm telling you, you really give a fuck about provisioning loyalty, because for thousands of years you were fucked. If you had a baby in the wild, you were so screwed if that guy wasn't a provider and a protector. Okay, so like y'all really care about that type of shit, and just like how what was I not able to do? I couldn't tell if that baby was mine or not. So I really give a fuck about if you fucking around. Mm-hmm. As soon as you like get that in your head and you realize that we're just complete blank slating it over and over and over again, it's gonna confuse you and make it to where you keep doing the same cycle, the same stuff over again. Get it in your head that we're completely different and that we're never gonna be the same sexually. I'm sorry,
but where I don't understand is why y'all have somebody at home and play house with somebody else.
That's
so
ignorant.
That's
playing house is ignorant. Yeah, like that. But what did I tell you about the cheating earlier? Like, to me, a guy cheats with his provisioning. So if he's cheating by paying for a whole nother woman's house, I expect you to break him up with it.
And I'm not saying like paying nothing.
But like playing house with another woman,
like you
though.
Playing house to where it's like you're going to this person and you're telling her one thing, oh, I'm not with her, and this, that, and the third.
That's lying.
Yes, like you're very much so lying, and you expect me not to go nowhere and start. You expect me not to go out there and start dating.
Well, I don't encourage guys to do so. Like that's a different kind of cheating. So like let me define something really quick. I define simp way different than a lot of people. I define simping as liking pictures, commenting, sending money. Like that's all simping to me. Simping is just an unequal exchange of value, and a lot of guys do all that stuff without getting anything in return. Mm-hmm. So I would highly encourage any woman to not be with a guy that does anything like that. Okay, so in that stance, like if he's doing all those things, yeah, I consider that kind of cheating too, in my kind of opinion. You know, like I would never do that to my girl. I would never go and like a bunch of girls' pictures, comment on a bunch of things. Like that's just so stupid to me. Like it's just a waste of my time. You know, so like I don't like. There's a huge difference between like a guy that's a girl threw himself out on him and a guy that's like trying really hard, giving out his money, energy, and attention, his time. Once again, if you find a guy that prizes his money, energy, and attention, his time, it's probably for a reason, because he has a lot of confidence. He has lost good self-esteem. Like only people with confidence and good self-esteem can sit there and like not chase women all day long. It's weak men that do that shit. Yeah. Let me get to the next question then. Or did y'all both answer that one? Yeah, y'all did, huh? Would you be okay with cheating if he didn't if he was honest with you about it and it was always completely away from the family and away from the house? Like it was always like he was honest with you about it, but you're never it's gonna be completely out of sight, out of mind, and everything like that. No,
I'm not. I just don't.
You don't want the honesty.
I
want the honesty. I'm sorry, but I want the honesty.
I'm so confused because y'all keep saying you want honesty and then you don't. I'm so confused.
I want the honesty. I want you to be able to. Like, I want you to tell. I just don't want to find out, because if I find out and you come to me and not me, if I come to you and you lie and say, "Oh, I didn't do it," but I have the receipts and you still lying, let's be for real.
Dude, I'm so confused about this. Like, do you think women really want honesty, or do you think that they really want to be lied to about this? Because they've said the same thing twice now of like both sides. That they want to be lied to, and that they want.
Really, I would say. I'm trying to clarify that because what you said earlier was do you want to know if you're in a relationship with somebody and they're just going to say, like in the movie Enough, where he's like, now you know I'm going to Natasha's house. No,
Yeah.
I don't want to know that. But then you're comparing apples and oranges. So it's really hard to answer your questions because you're not differentiating.
Well,
the
there's just so much context to the
but
different kinds of
so
cheating.
Then you need to qualify what you're talking about in terms of cheating because I can't answer the question.
Well, it's just honesty. I really think that if a guy's honest, it's not cheating because he was telling you the truth.
But it's different because you're saying different things. Because you're saying, would you be okay with dating a man who can provide everything if there's a woman on the side? I don't know. Or
two women on the side.
I don't think so. Personally, that would not be a conversation, an upfront, honest conversation that I could have because I have daddy issues. It would not work for me. So I don't know.
So, like, if a broke man cheats and a rich man cheats,
but then you're saying,
like, which I'll break it down even easier. Then, okay. So, like, say like a broke man could cheat and a rich man could cheat.
It has nothing to do with money.
That's why I'm bringing it up. That's why I'm bringing up like the money thing. If you're gonna get cheated on by the broke guy or you get cheated on by the rich guy, which one do you choose?
But see, that's hard to answer because you're putting it in a different way. Because what you're saying to me is the provisioning. If I'm with a man who's a high value man who earns $1 million a year, who's a CEO of a company, and I have a BMW, my kids are in private school, and all this stuff is happening, and then he has someone on the side after 10 years of marriage, do I want to know about that? No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, that's all.
Okay?
That's all I want to know.
But if I'm with a man for 10 years who's a blue-collar man, and we are struggling back to back, and we are doing the work, and he goes out and fucks some chick in Vegas, do I want to know? And he feels, and it's not going to be a pattern? Yeah, I want to know that. I'm sorry that I did that. This is why it happened. I apologize. I don't want to do it again. I want to know that. I don't know it would be a deal breaker. So I can't answer your questions because there's different levels and I'm not 21. I love her. I'm almost 40 years old.
Yeah.
And I've worked my dick off trying to provide for my kids. And I know there's more important things to life than, I know that there's value in stability. I know there's value in what somebody can provide for you. And I don't know that I could be okay with it because I have some serious daddy issues, but I don't know.
Yeah. You've never tested yourself. The biggest thing that I want to kind of bring it back to though is that like you're gonna sometimes get cheated on by the broke guy or the rich guy.
Yes.
And it's like, would you rather cry in the Bentley or cry in the Honda? Is what it kind of comes to.
There you go.
Time.
Thank you.
It's always the Bentley.
That's why I had to get back to kind of
100% a Bentley.
Okay, yeah, good. Here, I'm gonna go pee really quick. Will we read those super chats really quick?
Let me put my glasses on.
He said, I knew
Johnny, help him out.
Yeah, it's good. It says right here. It says, was it morale for all? Who we doing first?
Yep, we're gonna do the first one, morale.
Okay, go for it.
Can I go to
Yep.
Yeah, go for it. I can handle the super chats. Guys want variety. You can't be two or three different women. You can't be two or three different women no matter how good of a girlfriend you are. You can, if you can, patent the method and become a billionaire. Big truth in that right there. Once again, men want variety. Okay? Okay, so I agree with that, Morale, 100%.
I think it's an escape. I think some men just want the no strings attached escape that they don't have to like be emotionally attached to. Just
I don't think it's
a coping mechanism.
Well, see, then you go back to emotion there, so that's tied to feelings, right? So I think once again you're still confused on why men have sex, why we want sex. It's not necessarily tied to an emotion. It's more that's what we want.
I agree.
And so
I'm just saying, like, to come home and try to have sex with me, if we're disconnected, you got to work for it. Versus you can go out and just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
No strings attached. You just get what you need.
I get that. But he's 100% right. On to the next. Says Glenn Lawrence, change the topic to getting to the point of diminishing returns. I guess when Sergio comes back, we can definitely do that, Glenn.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.